Hello everyone, Shane here, and welcome back to Asoareo Extras. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over your guys' hottest Call of Duty takes. And now, I did get these from my main channel because, I know there wasn't many people on this channel to give me hot takes for Call of Duty. So, if you want to join into these more often, I will be reposting my posts from my main channel over here if I ever decide this ever again, which I most likely will because I am doing this in honor of the BL7 beta coming out just next week. So, I'll probably do this again after the beta to, maybe ask for your guys' opinions on a beta and then put it in this video. But regardless, let's start straight into this and see your guys' hottest Call of Duty takes. First hot take we have coming up here is from Stateless. Battlefield is better than COD in every single aspect besides nostalgia. I think I'd have to disagree, honestly, because both games are different in their own ways. Like, Battlefield is more of a strategy-ish kind of game, kind of more slow paced, so you kind of have to work out what you're gonna do with your team. While with Call of Duty, it's kind of just go in and kill. That's all it is. It's an arcade shooter, while Battlefield is more of a strategy shooter. And it's also because people like these two games for different reasons. I like COD because it's more. I get more adrenaline from playing it. Like you got that 25 kill streak, you're close to that nuke, everyone's targeting you. Well, Battlefield, there isn't much moments like that. Like, majority of the time, I'm always staying in the back, sniping people, picking people off. So I never get those adrenaline moments. I'm always like, ooh, snipe someone from over 150 meters. Oh, let's go. Like those are my adrenaline moments, kind of, and that doesn't match the feeling of being on a high kill streak. I also think it's just a form of opinion of, do you like the strategy shooter or do you like the fast-paced shooter? I think that's all it is. Next hot take from Asoareo. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was a good game. Just came out at a bad time. Yeah, I don't disagree with this, honestly. Like, I do think that Infinite Warfare supply drop system sucked. It really did. Honestly, all the games during that era kind of sucked in supply drop terms. But Infinite Warfare, I do think, did the supply drops probably the best besides BO4, but even then, BO4 fixed it way too late into his life cycle. So even then, I don't care to give that game props. So yeah, I do definitely agree. The campaign was good for that game. Zombies was actually pretty decent in that game. I don't care what nobody says. Infinite Warfare Zombies, just by itself, not comparing it to Treyarch Zombies, is actually pretty decent. It's not that bad. And in multiplayer also wasn't that bad. Some of the maps in that game were actual bangers. I think it should have swapped places with Advanced Warfare. I think the game would have done phenomenally well if it swapped places with Advanced Warfare in release terms, but sadly that did not happen because I don't like Advanced Warfare, but that besides the point. Alright, next hot take from Avid Duck. Salmon are better. Bro, that's not even a hot Call of Duty take, dog. Alright, next one. Hopefully this one will be better. Chris is gay. Oh my god. It's true. It's true. Chris is gay. Alright, hopefully we don't have any more diabolical, crazy hot takes like those two were. Modern Warfare 2 2022 wasn't that bad. Oh my god! The horror! Modern Warfare 2022, if no one knows, is my most hated Call of Duty of all time. I'm sorry, but it's so bad. The multiplayer sucked. The movement is horrible. I love movement in Call of Duty, okay? So when BO6 came out and we got told that Omni movement was a thing, that instantly made me know that Black Ops 6 was the best COD of all time. I'm joking. It's not the best COD of all time. But I knew it was going to be a really fun game. And just Modern Warfare 2 taking away slide canceling, which isn't a very big thing to me, but them making sprinting slower, them making sliding just clunky as fuck, just made the game so unenjoyable. And then the Warzone aspect that didn't make it any better. Warzone just felt horrible with the slower movement. Like, the whole game just sucked. Nothing was good. The attachment tuning, what the fuck was that idea? Like, generally, I don't know how anyone can sit there and be like, you know what, Modern Warfare 2 2022, better than older Modern Warfare 2, or better than old Modern Warfare 3. Oh my god. This game sucked complete, utter donkey dick. I'm sorry, but I just cannot genuinely sit here and think that Modern Warfare 2 is even better than World War 2. I genuinely cannot think that, but even then, World War 2 is not even that bad of a COD. I said it. You know what? World War 2 was not even that bad of a COD. Alright, hopefully we get some actual hot takes finally. Oh my god. We had 3 horrors in a row. From Dinky Gun Ramu, Infinite Warfare was a peak game and is better than Halo 5 a million times over. Now, I never really remember Halo 5, honestly, so I can't give my opinion on that. But I do agree, though, Infinite Warfare is a very good game. I don't really have to talk about this again because I already just talked about it. But yeah, I agree, but I don't know if I can agree if it's better than Halo 5. It probably is because I haven't really heard anything good about Halo 5, but I can't remember playing it. I know I did play it, but I just can't remember playing it because I normally don't play the Halo multiplayers because the Halo multiplayers to me are just way too annoying to play. I don't know why. I just can't play them. So I don't know. I don't know if you're talking in campaign terms. I don't know if you're talking in multiplayer terms. but I will take your word on it. If anyone else wants to give a little jurisdiction on him there, you can, but I can't really. All right, next hot take from Holy Puop, aka my boy Jacob. If you want to see him, go watch my main channel or just go subscribe to him. He makes around the same content as I do on this channel. I don't know if it's a hot take, but we do not need a new COD game every year. If you need to release a new game yearly, then you're doing something wrong. A few exceptions. I don't disagree at all. Like, I do definitely think that, yeah, maybe Modern Warfare 3 2023 could be an exception for a game that had to come out or something along those lines. I don't know. Like, I don't get what he means by a few exceptions. Maybe if you want to, Jacob, you can say down in the comment section below this video. But I don't see an exception for why there has to be yearly releases. Like, I think BO6, if it was given the full 2 years or like a full 2 years of life, it could be one of the best CODs of all time. BO6, I do not think is a horrible game at all. But do I think it's better than like BO3? No. Do I think it's better than Cold War? I don't know. I generally don't know. I can't compare those two games because, BO6 isn't over yet, but also because they're so kind of similar in a way that they're both lifespans kind of lasted the same way. I feel like if we ever got COD games that were like 2 years long, we would have more fun with the games. We'd care more. But because we have yearly CODs, there's always time where you just lose interest, and that sucks. That really does suck. But that's just the yearly COD cycle. Next hot take from Asoareo once again. Thank you for picking another one. Call of Duty as a whole needs to stop trying to reinvent itself every year with outlandish mechanics no one asked for. In some, regards, I can agree with you on this, but in some regards, I have to disagree, because I remember when Modern Warfare 3 2023 was out, we had rumors of, like, oh, in the files, there's, like, an Omni movement thing of, like, being able to jump backwards, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, bro, what are they doing? And then when BO6 came out and we actually got the Omni movement, people were looking at first, like, oh, what the hell? But then when we actually got it, people were like, oh, this is innovative. This is actually fun. So I think when they do it correctly like that, yeah, I think it's okay. But I can't think off the top of my head any innovations or dumb mechanics they've added or, anything they've added to games. But I guess the new thing in BO7 with the grenades and stuff like that, I can see why that's very unnecessary. But, I guess I see why they do it. They need a reason to show why the new COD game's worth paying for and buying. But I don't know. I can't think of any on the top of my head that's stupid or dumb or didn't mean to happen. Like, I guess the Infinite Warfare, like, supply drop kill streak thing where, like, you get, like, a variant of, like, a UAV or something. Like, I guess that, I do agree on that thing, but I can't think of anything else. Like, the variants and supply drops, that was also very stupid. Like, I don't know. I can't think of anything else that is very dumb in COD history that was a very dumb mechanic that added. I don't know, besides maybe nerfing movement, but that's not really adding something. Next hot take from Hee. People look at the older games with much more fondness than the newer games and tend to compare the two. Putting Modern Warfare 2 from 2009 compared to BO6 is no comparison. I do not think people would want to get noob tube every game. Twitter would go crazy. I agree, man. Like, I do definitely agree. I think BO6 is better than old Modern Warfare 2. I said it. Like, I think when you compare the older games to the current games, there is a very large distinguish of, like, oh yeah, this game would not pass in the current day COD. Like, Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, I agree, would nowhere near get past people. Like, if you were getting nuke tubed, people were getting corner camped, if people were getting, like, I don't know, Spaz 12, because I know the Spaz 12 was pretty overpowered in that game. I don't know any other things I gained that were very annoying, but I know if those things were in a current COD, people would want to rage quit. People would not want to play the game. So I agree entirely. I do not disagree, not one single bit. Like, I know, like, even to this day, I would never even want to play old Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer because I'm into chaos COD, I'm into the CODs that are very chaotic, but Modern Warfare 2 was COD on Coke. Coca-Cola, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was COD on Coca-Cola. Like, it was insanity, and I would not want to play that. I'm so sorry, but that's just me. Actual hot takes from Terry Wary this time. He has about 5 of them, I think. It's not fair to compare Battlefield and COD, as they are both different games. One is more large scale and independent on strategy, while one is more close quarters and arcadey. Yeah, I entirely agree. And this is actually my friend that I got this from, that he submitted some, hot takes from me. So thank you. But this is one of them that he talked to me about recently, and I agreed with him on entirely. But yeah, there's both 2 different games. So there isn't much to comment on here because I just talked about it earlier. But yeah, I do definitely agree. Now, Terry's second hot take. Taking nostalgia out of the equation, the modern CODs aren't even that half bad. Except for what. Even then, I had fun going back to Vanguard's MP and messing around for a little bit. If it weren't for COVID, I think Cold War would have been as good as Treyarch's order entries. I do not disagree, not one single bit. I do not think Cold War's multiplayer was bad at all. I do not think Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer was bad at all. I do not even think Vanguard's multiplayer was bad at all. But there is one that sticks out though, and that is Modern Warfare 2. You know, Modern Warfare 2 were all around shit game, but besides the point. But I think if you just compare the multiplayers, yeah, I think every modern COD is almost just as good as some past CODs. Not better than Black Ops 2, of course, but I think majority of them are better than maybe even some older Call of Duty games. You know, I think maybe Modern Warfare 3 2023 may be better than older Modern Warfare 3, you know, multiplayer maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. I never really got to play older Modern Warfare 3 in its prime, but I have played the two, and I do definitely think that Modern Warfare 3 2023 kind of gave me more enjoyment because of the customization and all that, of course, but you know, it's just a thing of, I think it's more perspective, you know? If you're an older fan of the series, maybe you will like the older games more, but I think if you look at it a standpoint of content and the more fun, yeah, I think the newer CODs are better in multiplayer sense and all of that, but every time all around sense, some COD games in the modern era are kind of more shit than the past games. Like Modern Warfare 3 2023's campaign compared to the older Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Even with both of them kind of being in the same situation of, like people them having to hurry up and get the games done, the new campaign kind of sucked, while the older campaign had more weight to it. Like Soap's death, instant. Like in the new Modern Warfare 3, instant. No flair, no heart to it. Just dead. He's just fucking dead. And you know, in the older one, he had like a whole scene of him being carried. Like, come on, like we gotta save him, man. It was too late. Like that had heart to it. Well, motherfucker just gets popped in the head. I would never forgive Infinity War for that. I would never forget them for that. All right, third hot take. Chris is still gay. Well, I think the gig is up now, Chris. I think you're gay. For his fourth hot take, I'm actually kind of excited for the MP and campaign we're getting for BO7, especially considering how much fun I had on BO3, despite how much people hate on it. I normally don't hear people hating on BO3, but you know, I guess he has. Modern COD Day fans get way too pissy over the smallest things, and it heavily shows. Yeah, honestly, I agree, honestly. Like, I do not think BO7 looks like a bad game. Like, I don't know why, in people's minds, BO7 looks like a hate crime, pretty much. Like, it looks like a crime against humanity. Like, it looks so bad. When it doesn't. The new trailer today, and I think we're actually getting a new trailer tomorrow for Zombies as I'm posting this video, you know, I don't think the MP trailer was half bad. Like, I do love the fact they used Fiend. That was so funny. But also because it made the multiplayer actually look good. Like, I know a lot of people say, like, oh, well, this is kind of soulless, you know, it's just slow motion and stuff like that. But they did so many cool things, such as show us the gunsmith, show us how the things work with like the dog and stuff like that. We can pet the dog. Like it looks so fun to me. It does look fun, and I like the things that they're doing with the guns in the game. I think it looks interesting. So yeah, I do agree. And also the fact that you're saying that, you know, campaign looked very interesting. Same here, man. Same here. Campaign has always looked interesting to me ever since like the first trailer we got, because you know I like the idea of 4-player co-op campaigns. I've always loved them, but we never really get them. But in general, though, I think BO7 will be a good game, and I cannot wait to play it next week. And then for his final hot take, Shane should post Yuma. Wait, hold on a minute. I gotta get my glasses for this one. Yuma Musemi content. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Maybe. And now for our final hot take from HyperDev. COD Ghost is a good COD. Good campaign, decent multiplayer, and Extinction was actually fun to play. The only thing is we never got a sequel to that cliffhanger ending, which is bullshit because I'd rather have Ghost 2 than BO7. Now, this is the reason why I say this for last, man. This one is going to get everyone up in arms, okay? Now, I think I'm not the only one who thinks that COD Ghost is at least a decent game. I would not say it's a good COD, you know? I think it's at least decent because the multiplayer, yes, it's good with the DLC maps, but if you just take the game, base no DLC maps for multiplayer, it is almost actually dog shit. Because Stonehaven, like who the fuck wants to play that? But Ron's Wieners though, Ron's Wiener, that map was goated. And then the campaign, I agree, the campaign was pretty good, but there were some plot points I'm just like, what the hell's going on? But I do agree. I think if we ever did get a COD Ghost 2, I don't think it'd be half bad. I think that they should at least give it a chance. And that's what actually almost happened. There was going to be a Ghost 2, I'm pretty sure. Like, it was going to follow Simon Riley or something. I don't know. And actually talking about Extinction, because I didn't get to talk about that, I don't know if I can agree with you on that, honestly. I can't remember playing Extinction much, because I kind of did think it was ass. But, you know, y'all let me know down in the comment section below about this final one, because I know this one's going to get a lot of people riled up. But I haven't really played Extinction, so I don't know. But y'all give me your opinions on that. But yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. If y'all did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share, as it really does support the channel. If you'd like to join the Discord, make sure to go down inside of the description below. Also, if you want to come join us any more of these, make sure to watch out for the community post that will be posted in about 2 weeks after the BO7 beta goes offline. And also, if you want to give any right here, if you want to go ahead on just any COD or anything, just to get ahead of everyone else, you can do it underneath this video as well. And also, if you want to see some fun BO7 beta content, or just some fun content in general, me and my friends fucking around in games, or just to have more content for me, go to my main channel, as that is mainly where I post. So yeah, smash in, guys. Be humble, be kind. Thank you all for the love and support recently. I cannot thank y'all enough. I'm hoping to make this a new series on this channel. But yeah, smash in, guys. Be humble, be kind, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.